Good morning, dear students, Prep 2. Today we are going to explain Unit 9. Hello, books, watch, listen, and make. And here are some activities such as painting scenery, playing instruments, writing a script, sewing costumes, doing makeup, and acting. So now we can match together each picture with the activity, with the name of its activity. So number 1, painting scenery. Do you think which page? Excellent, it's number 4. Number B, playing instruments. Excellent, number 3. Writing a script. It's in number 1. Sewing costumes. 5. Doing makeup. 6. And acting is the last one with picture number 2. And here we have page 23. Let's read the chat messages about the activities on page 22 and think about was your idea in discuss correct? Habiba is saying, Mrs. Midhat says we can have an end of year show. It will be about the play we read in the English class. I'm very excited, but I need help. Can anyone act or write scripts? We also need people who are able to do makeup, sew costumes, paint scenery, and play instruments. Lamar answered, cool. I can talk to the people at drama club about acting. Azza says, Mariam and I know how to sew costumes. We love clothes, and Lara is the best at doing makeup. Lara answered, yes, I can do makeup. Manel says, I can paint scenery if you want, but I can do makeup. Are you able to help with music, Talia? Talia answers, yes, I can play the music. It sounds fun, Habiba. You are the best at writing. Can you write the script? Habiba answered, okay, I can try to write something. You are all amazing. Thanks so much. So here we have the part of the remember. We have to use can or know how to or be able to when we are talking about ability. For example, I can paint scenery if you want, but I can do makeup. So we are using can and can't for talking about abilities. Mariam and I know how to sew costumes. So we are using the form know how to, talking again about abilities. Are you able to help with music? And this is a question again. We talk about ability. Page number 24 and 25. Here we have some vocabulary, and we can match the photos to the different types of art. So the vocabulary are types of art. We have cartoon, drawing, photograph, portrait, pottery, and sculpture. Number 1 is done, it's drawing. And number 2 is excellent, it's photograph. And number 3 is pottery. Number 4 is cartoon, and number 5 is portrait. Number 6 is sculpture. And we can change between 2 and 4 we can have two as cartoon and four as photograph. Okay, so in number 3 we have the reading. We have read the review and check the bolded words in your dictionary. Which types of art from exercise 1 does it describe? Review of the Museum of Modern Egypt Art by Wagdi Badr. Last month, I visited the Egyptian Museum of Modern Art in Cairo. Egypt is famous for its ancient art, but I was interested in seeing art by Egyptians from the 20th and 21st centuries. And from my point of view, the artists were really good because they showed what life was like in Egypt in the past and now. And there were portraits of both important and normal Egyptian people. I thought the cartoons were also really cool. I also saw lots of sculptures, both big and small. And my favorite thing in the museum was a painting called El Medina by Mahmoud Said. It made me feel happy because it was very colorful. And the best thing about the museum is that it is free to visit. I recommend visiting it if you are in Cairo, but it's a good idea to go early when it's not very busy. So questions in page 25. The questions, okay, let's answer number 1 or number 2 because 1 is already answered. Is the art only from this century? Is the art only from this century? No, it isn't. Who were the portraits of? There were portraits of both important and normal Egyptian people. What was the name of Wagdi's favorite thing in the museum, and why did he like it? His favorite in the museum was a painting called El Medina by Mahmoud Said. How much? Because it made him feel happy, as it was very colorful. Question number 5. How much is it to visit the museum? Yes, excellent. It is free to visit the museum. Would you like to visit the Museum of Modern Art and why? Yes, I'd like to. Because it's a very good idea to go to such a place to see many works for the artists, like portraits and sculptures. Okay, so we have page 26 and 27. In page 26, here we have, did you know, and this is a very important part, we have many blind people read using a special kind of writing called Braille. It takes its name from Louis Braille, a blind Frenchman who invented it in the 1820s. Okay, and here we have a radio report about the El Noor Wal Amal Chamber Orchestra. And they were all blind people, all the musicians. And we have page 27. we have such kind of instruments in number 5, and we have some life skills. Try to help disabled people by remembering the problems that they can have. So we can tick the things that you think will help a disabled person. Don't leave bags on the floor on public transport. Yes, all right, this might help or can help disabled people. Tell a blind person about objects on the street. Yes, again, this is right. Shout out a person if you think they can't hear you. That's completely wrong. Ask a person in a wheelchair if they need help. Okay, and this is again can be helpful for them. And at the end of page 27, we have the writing part. We can write a paragraph about a musician from Noor Al Aman Chamber Orchestra in your notebook. You can use the ideas from exercise 6, the previous one, and include the following information. So your paragraph should be contain not less than 10 lines. You can write an introduction to the orchestra and the musician names and their names and the instruments they use or they play, and any interesting information from the interview, and your opinion of the orchestra and a recommendation. Thank you so much, dear students, for following.